The Nether Shop needs a lot more blocks. It's ready to supply the whole of LegacySMP with all their Nether requirements. But how am I going to get all of these blocks without spending my life in the Nether? It's time for a completely new secret build. But where's it going to be to keep it a secret? Don't you go anywhere. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening and good night, and welcome to another episode from me, Avomance, on the LegacySMP server. Today I have got a bit of a secret project going on. Now, as you know, last episode we all went into the Nether and completely obliterated it. We took it to pieces trying to find netherite and all that kind of stuff, but also one of the things that became fairly obvious is some of the Nether blocks, now not the ones that are going to be from piglin bartering, that's going to be dead easy, but some of the Nether blocks are going to be quite tricky to get hold of, but they're going to be really useful in some of the builds that we're going to be doing over the course of time. So I want to expand the Nether Shop by having loads and loads of things like crimson stems, warped stems, all of the warts, the roots, the vines, all of that kind of stuff, the stuff that you can't get from bartering. And off the back of that, also maybe be able to develop a few other bits and pieces as well. But to do that, I don't want to have to go into the Nether, because the Nether's basically in bits. So I want to do it here. So overworlding all of those things. I've got some thoughts. Now, you may or may not have seen it, but last week I released 3 separate videos with 3 separate farms on how to get stuff from the Nether in the Overworld, and I thought, why don't I create myself a bit of a farming room? But where, says Avo, is this farming room going to be? The medieval zone is chock-a-block with rock and pop, and frankly, I don't want to have to travel too far to do it, but I've got some necessary stuff to be able to start doing it, things like the nylium, etc. So where, oh where can it be? Well, I'll tell you where. I'm going to go down, and I'm hoping to goodness that there isn't a blooming great big cave underneath my feet that's going to cause me to get my face eaten. But what I thought is I'm going to dig down into the cave system or the rock or whatever it is and make myself a cavernous farming area, because I need quite a lot of room. And I figure no time like the present, right? So I'm going to go down. I think this is going to be where my entrance is. Now, I'm not going to dig straight down for long, because that always scares me. Now, why level 55? I reckon I've got to go down about 30 blocks, something like that. So that's 2. Hang on a minute, I'll probably... Right, first thing, Avo, ladders. Ladders so you can actually get back up, you foolish man. Okay, I've got 44 ladders, which should be more than enough. And I'm just going to go down here. Have I got torches? I do have torches. So if I just pop myself a little bit of light, because I don't want anything to spawn in here, and we'll see where we get when we get to, I was on 55, so about Y25, so another 20 or so blocks in this direction, and hopefully we've got a decent amount of rock that we can just burrow out, because I don't want to have to be lining caves and things like that. I'm not going to worry about mining stuff like that out at the moment either, although I may do it eventually when I line the hole. I'm going to do this as just an up and down shaft. Where are we now? 26. One more. 25. Okay, well that worked all right so far, didn't it? So what I want to do is dig myself... I am Y25, right? Yeah, Y25. So I'm just going to dig myself out a bit of a cave, I think, because once I've done that, I know exactly how much space I've got to be able to do this job, because I think I'm going to need quite a lot of room. Now, I've got a 10 by 10 room here, which isn't too bad. It's quite a long way up there, isn't it? But obviously, I don't want to put that there. I want to put that there because I want the ladders to go up there. But obviously, I need it higher, because what I want to actually do is be able to grow the trees on a little bit of nylium using one of the fungus, so as I can mine out the trees over and over and over and get lots of the stems and the wart and things like that. That's also going to give me stuff like the shroom lights, which, let's face it, things like that are going to be a serious grind to be able to get in the Nether, and if I can provide that, that's going to make things easier. I need to go up, I think, something like 15 blocks. 15, I think, I'm guessing. So, well, let's crack on. So I thought I'd dig down rather than up, but I've hit a cave that's already been lit up. So it's joined up to something that we've already done over here. But I'm not entirely sure what, and I don't want to... that looks like a broken portal, if ever I saw one. So this is... there was a creeper in here that I just bashed, so there is dark spots as well that we don't want to get involved with. So this is very close to where I don't want to be. That's got some hanging gravel, so I can't go any deeper than... I was digging down rather than up, but I can't go any deeper than the 25 that I was going to. So I think I need to put the floor in at this level that I'm going to have and dig up again. That's a shame, because it's a lot harder to dig up than it is to dig down, but you know, these things come to try us and all that. So I'm just going to get the floor in, I think, and then we can work upwards. This is going to be the size of the room. I've got to go up another couple of blocks at least. I've used this orange terracotta for the floor, except for the two spots in the middle where I've got the two different nyliums, which are going to be my growing spots. Then in the walls, this is a wall, by the way, this isn't just a step, this is going to be a wall. It's marked out by cobble, so as this is directly in the center, because if I go any further that way, I hit another cave. So that's got to be the wall. This is probably going to be dug out, so that will be like the wall, and the same on that side, and the same on that side, with the ladder being physically on the wall. It all makes sense, believe me, when I've got it all sorted. Got to go up another couple, but I can't reach it at the moment, so I'm going to go and get some scaffolding and do that. And then I think what I'll do is I'll get the walls dug out, and then we're going to dig the farms into the wall so they don't take up any of the space here, and then I might have to think about it. I think this is another case of started the project, didn't quite plan it properly. Standard. I really hope I don't hit a cave above me. That would really spoil my day, because this could be the perfect spot. I can't believe I've found a gap. I can't believe I've found a gap between all of the caves, because this is a proper network of caves inside underneath the medieval zone. I can't believe I've actually found a gap that's got almost no caves. How spawny is that? Well, it turns out I did hit a cave, and it wasn't the sort of cave I want to hit, because it's quite a big cave. But I reckon if I block it off over here and fill in the floor, because that's where I've come through, it's only the tiniest little bit that I need to worry about, I think. So if I come this way, I just want to check that I'm... That's not what I wanted. Oh, for goodness sake. I got double creepered. Fortunately, it was dead easy to get all my stuff back from here, because, well, frankly, there wasn't a lot of places it could have gone, and it was literally just underneath my feet. I just need to make sure I grab everything, especially me netherite drawers. That would be absolute gutter if I'd lost that. I've got... oh, did I lose my helmet? Did I have a helmet on? I can't remember if I was wearing a helmet. I'm going to have a bit of a search, right? So I'm going to just block off these areas a little bit. If I... hang on. Where's me pick? Where's me pick? There's me pick. If I block these areas off a little bit, because that's just... where's my torches? If I pop a torch there, that's going to stop things spawning where I don't want them to spawn. Have I got my silk touch pick? Yes, I do. Have I got any stone? No, but I will have in a minute, because I don't need much, because I just want to block off what's above that scaffold over here. Because I don't want to have to worry about... oh no, not with scaffold, you fool. I don't want to have to worry about what's here. I've not missed anything, have I? I've not... literally all my stuff. I have got it all, right? Just check. Check again. And again. And again. Yes, I think I've got it all. So I'm just going to come along here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build up so as the entrance to there is properly covered in with natural rocks. Like that. If I pop another torch there, the andesite there, that goes there like that, that goes there, that goes there like that. Got one more of those. Have I got any other natural rocks? Of course I don't, but I do have a dirt. Dirt will work absolutely fine because there's dirt there. And then what I can do is I can come down, I can put dirt there, and I can put a dirt there. And that means that if I come off here, that means that I've got plenty of space to be able to do a ceiling, I think, in that block. So that's going to be my top block, and I'll fill that in with a ceiling block, whatever it is I decide to do the ceiling with. So I think I've sussed it. Hopefully there shouldn't be any other caves, because I did have a bit of a mooch whilst I was up there, and it doesn't look like it, so I think we're good. So we've got the start of a semblance of order. We've got our floor with the nylium on there. We've got our ceiling, which I've done out of blackstone and some shroom lights. I do need to do the walls, but I want to do the walls in stems, specifically warp stems interspersed with some other stuff. And to do that, I need to get myself a few of the warped fungus. So to do that, I'm going to get myself some warped nylium, and I'm just going to pop this across here like that. And in the vague hope, and I know it doesn't have to be warped nylium, I only need one, but in the vague hope that when I bone meal this, I'm going to get a few more of the fungus. But of course, you don't always get the fungus. Sometimes you only get these roots and the little stemmy things. There we go, we got a fungus that time. So I'm just going to try and get myself a little bit of a fungus stash, so as I can get myself plenty of the stems, because then I can do plenty of the stems within the walls. I want to do it solid, but I want enough for it to look nethery. So I've started to craft out a little bit more. This is going to be where I make my roots and fungus farm. This here is my nylium farm. This is my crimson nylium farm. It simply works like just bone meal that nether rack and you get crimson nylium, and then when you use a softy pick, my silk touch pick, it gives me that crimson nylium back, because obviously every time you use this, like this for example where I did that, turns the nylium into netherrack. So you have to be very careful. You obviously, you could just switch the netherrack right back. Have I got any netherrack on my, I'll just pop that back in there, and that then can become the nylium again. So I can get loads of nylium that way, because I can get loads of netherrack. That is a doddle. And this side I've got a load of stuff that I'm going to be using for the farms. This is going to be more farms. This is going to have some storage in it. It's going to be fabulous. And hopefully the next time you see me, I'll have a little bit more. I gave up on doing getting the stems this way, because it just takes too long and I'm going to run out of fungus. So I thought I'd do the fungus farm. That will give me all the fungus I need to be able to make a load of stems, to be able to do the wall. So I'm doing it in a different order, but I'm still doing the same thing. Don't judge me. Okay, very exciting. Farm 1 is complete, and this is my fungus and roots farm, which is actually, it's really quite a nice farm. The link is in the description below for how to make this farm. But what I've got is I've got 60 pieces of bone meal. If I split them up, put one into that feeds one of the sides. Come around this side, this will feed the crimson side on this side. Pop that into there, and then I have to come around this side here, and I have to throw, because this is an on-off. I can turn it on, I can turn it off. Right, that. Can you hear? Now I should have, yes, I have got all sorts going on in there. Empty chest there. Oh, I really hope this works. Please, 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 please work. Right, if I then press this button, that should set the fella off. Right, so let's come around. I'm very excited. There, go on, do it again, do it again. Flush and collect and flush and collect. There we go. And that will collect all the stuff in there, including funguses, including both types of funguses, including roots, and also the other roots. What it won't collect is, you know, the little grassy things that you can only get off the back of shears. But that's okay, because I don't want those. I can collect those in a different way. This goes for days. Seriously, this is the best AFK farm. I'm really excited about it already. I've already got 8 and 3, 9 and 3. This collects thousands an hour if you sat there and just let it done. And what it also does is, because you can compost these guys and these guys and these guys, because they're the same guys. I'll take the torch back, thank you very much. Because you can do that, it self-perpetuates, because you get more compost out of it than you use. And at the minute you'll hear it stop clicking because the compost will run out. I've only put about 30 in there. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to come around, I'm going to turn this off, lock that, lock that. That is now turned off. It's turned off with the water in it. Doesn't matter, I might lose those 2 bits, but I will live with it. Already, look at that. I've got loads of stuff going on. I'm really happy with that. Right, so I need to get the compost of that fed back into it, so as I can get a load more, so as I can then do the necessary buildingage and get the necessary stuffs going around. But before I do that, I'm going to do that last, I think. Before I do that, I've got to do the other farms that I want to do. We're going to be farming both types of vines and basalt. Stage 2. So let's just put a little bit of bone meal, just the tiniest bit of bone meal in that one. And I just need to get up to the top one, put a little bit of bone meal in the top one as well. And then when we get a little bit of growth, they will start to go mad with that bone meal. I'm not going to do it deliberately on my own, but you can see if we get growth from that vine is seen by the observer, it gets cut off there, and then this pumps the bone meal into that, similarly at the top, and it's basically like that. Look. You see how it goes? That's amazing. I love it. Let's run out of bone meal now. Chews through the bone meal. There you go. That does the same. And as a result, I get... Oh, I've got some weeping vines in that one as well. I get some twisting vines and some weeping vines. And that is a really, really good way to get through them. I'm going to chew through the bone meal. I'm going to not make as much bone meal as I can, as I'm going to need from this to be able to do this and this, I don't think. But, you know, all in all, you get a reasonable amount of bone meal. I've been reusing this bone meal up a little bit already. So I think it's working. I think we're good to go here. Let's pop that back there. Like that. Now I only need to do the basalt generator and then decorate it up and then get some storage in here and we're sorted. Now the only thing that is going to cause me a problem is the fact that it's only a blooming slime chunk. Look at that, I've actually had a slime spawn in here and now I've got to be able to try and kill the spot slime without it killing me first, which might be easier said than done. But let me grab all my stuff by circling around and around like this. It's not going to get me again, is it? Oh, I think I might have just about made it. I might have just about made it. 1 heart. Oh my goodness. Right, I've now got to go down and kill the slime and work out a way of stopping things from spawning like that, because basically that's not going to work. I killed the slimes and I've only gone and got a slime head. Look at that. There's the fella. They pop it on. I got to, and not really. I'm Slimy Slime from Slime Town. Right, I'm going to put some carpet down. That'll stop them. Hopefully, that'll do it. I do believe we are nearly there. We've got all the farms in now, but I do still need to sort out this top area and make it a little bit more nethery. I'd like the decoration to look, well, frankly, cool. So I'm going to crack on with that now. Okay, are we ready for an experience of a nethertasticness that knows no bounds? Right, well, if we are, come down this way. And if you're not, come down this way anyway, because I've got something to show you. This, I'm so pleased with the way this came out. I'm so pleased. This is awesome. And even if I do say so myself. So this is my Nether Room. I've got all sorts of things going on in my Nether Room, which is absolutely brilliant. So first off, I've shown you it before, but I'm going to show you it again. I'm going to take a little bit of this bone meal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll do for now. And I'm going to come along here and I'm going to put my bone meal, half of it in there. I don't know why I come this side first, because I've got to come back round again. I'm going to come around this side again. I think there might really be some bone meal in this system actually. But I've done that in there. And now I'm going to turn it on here. Bish, bash, and indeed bosh. And I will be collecting my stuffs that I can then use for flogging or making more stuffs like in here in a moment, or putting in the composter to make more of that stuff. All sorts of things going on. Right, so whilst that's doing that, I'm going to come and take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and I'm going to put in here 6 pieces of bone meal, and I'm going to flick that up, and boom, that's those 6 pieces of bone meal sorted, collected in there. Coming up this way, I'm going to put 6 more pieces of bone meal in there. I'm going to do that, and that has done that as well. And we've got all of our stuff in that chest. And what we can, is this still going? It's still going. Hang on, I'm going to turn this off now, because the clicks does my head in. Right, there and there. Off that goes. That's all set and whatever. That's collecting all that stuff in there, which is amazing. We're just going to take one of those just for the sake of it. And I'm going to put it on there. I'm going to grab some bone meal. Probably only need 1, but sometimes it takes 2 or 3. There we go, only the 1. And I'm going to chop this fella down, And I'm going to have loads of stuff from this as well. Then I need look at my diamond hoe. I've almost used up my diamond hoe. How'd that happen? Who am I? I don't even know I am anymore. But I'm going to get all of this stuff now as well. I've got all of those, and then all of this stuff can be collected up, and I can maybe sell those for decorative blocks. Or if I want to, we could put these in here and they'll make more compost. I got away with it then. But normally what would happen is that would turn into a netherrack, which means I need to come up here and do that to replenish my netherrack storage like that. And that, I mean, I can replace that with that and grow some more. And here, I almost forgot. Right, so not the softy pick. There we go. We'll do this pick. I can stand here and I just bash this away, and that's going to do my basalt, and then that collects in here, and I've got loads. Oh, I kept those out of the way because my inventory was overpowering. But this just collects all my basalt. It's my basalt generator, wood at the back, so as I don't mine that out before the new basalt comes along, and boom, it just collects in there. This is my favourite place in the whole of the world so far. I'm really pleased with it. I am going to be making nether stuffs and trying to sell it in my nether shop for the rest of my existence, I think, because I really love it down here. I'm going to be going mad. All I can say is I'm going to be going mad. Really, really pleased. Anyway, I'm so exhausted. This has taken me forever. I think that might be it now. So I'm going to wrap it up. If you have enjoyed this video, please do remember to slap that like button. It'd be great to know you're enjoying it, and I will keep on making. And also, if you've not done it already, please do hit my subscribe button. It'd be great to see you in my sub club. And I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.